it's not too loud. It um fine. Oh, thank you. Usually stream every week, every Sunday. You haven't seen me getting too passionate yet, because I can get very scary. Usually, vent it a lot about fandom stuff when I'm streaming. While I'm drawing, that is. Where's the screen? The screen. I think that's fine. You watch anime? Lately, no. I've been very busy and I don't have time to watch anime. Usually I'm more of a YouTube person, so I just watch like documentaries or long form videos on YouTube than anime. But I've watched animes before. It's just like most of them are like 2000s anime, like Lumiya Haruhi, Lana, like old stuff. But those are considered old nowadays, you know? It's been like over 20 years. I can't believe they're considered retro anime. It's like I was like watching it yesterday. So I'm not really up to date with lots of newer things, especially even including indie animation. I have not watched that circus indie show. Lots of them. I've not watched lots of things because I get attached to things easy, so I usually avoid them. How many languages can you speak? I can speak. I'm bilingual. I speak 2 languages. At least I'm fluent with 2. I mean, um, I'm not from an English speaking country. That's for one, so I can speak that language because it's my native tongue. But I can speak English. I learned a few basic Japanese, but I can't speak it. I also learned basic Chinese, but I can't really, like, I only know the basics, you know, like the highs, the hellos. I don't know. Not that I don't know, I forgot because I haven't, like, practiced them in a while. Hey, Dragon Direwolf, hey man. I hope you're having a nice weekend. I hope you too, Black Wolf. Both wolves. I hope you two are having a nice weekend. I had an okay weekend. I visited my siblings the other day, and I get to experience sleeping with an air conditioner for a while. I mean, I've recently moved to a new flat, as you've known, and it has no air conditioning, so it's like, you know, kind of humid. Like there's small portable air conditioning, but it's not that much. No, it doesn't really change it that much. Thank you. Hope you're with. Thanks. Yeah, it was okay. I get to meet my sibling and I get to sleep in their flat, which had air conditioning, and it was nice. After a while, I kind of missed it, you know. My old flat used to have an air conditioning, but it get like it's kind of expensive. The rent costs like a quarter of my salary, and I really want to save up at least a little bit more, so I moved flats to a cheaper one, but in return it has no air conditioning, so I'm just surviving out here. So, you know, getting to sleep in a place where it's like cool all the time, it was nice. What's your favorite ship? Right there on the screen. Those are my favorite ships. Those are my main 3s. I like Sylvace. I like Silver and Blaze from Sonic. I like Tartali, which is, you've seen my animation. That is, most of my animation here is Tartali animation, and most of them are kind of like old. Like I made them like 2 years ago, a year ago, that I reposted from Twitter. But yeah, I like Tartali, and also I like Flings, which is my current huge hyperfixation. Which is Kid Flash and Jinx from the original Teen Titans 2003, the original Teen Titans 2003, not Teen Titans Go. I like them, and I'm not bragging, but I am somewhat of a backbone of the ship right now. So I can't really, leave them. I have to like pump content for them. Guess if because they get content like once every like year or something, and I can't stand by that. I really, really want to get this ship up and running again. So I've been working hard on that. Very great. Yeah, thanks. Saw your comic on Tumblr, looks good. Yeah, sorry for the angst. That's what you deserve for asking for one. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, like it's been an eventful weekend. That's what I can say. If you follow me on my Tumblr, which is matchamilcorner.tumblr.com, I've been like posting angst and stuff. Yeah, I know. I know people are fine with it, but I've been posting like angstling stuff because someone asked, "Hey, can you like draw Jinx breaking up with Kid Flash so he can suffer, basically?" And I said, what do you mean he suffers? Are you implying Jinx doesn't feel hurt by it? And so I made both of them suffer. Because, frankly, speaking of ships, right? Oh yeah, let's like show me this. No. Okay, but like speaking of ships, oh yeah, this is like my entry for the second week of the Fling Summer. I'm probably gonna be a little bit late as usual, but that's fine. Anyway, where was I? Right, like me with ships, right? How do you want better? Why is Gamora? Oh, okay, I get it. I understood that reference, but again, the reason why I'm like that, as in why this kind of bothers me a little bit. I'm not antagonizing the one who asked this for this, and I can't really blame anyone who ships this way. But this is something that I somewhat differentiate myself compared to other shippers or people who are fans of things. So other shippers, I know most people are like, I actually prefer one character more than the other, right? You know how it is with like, for example, this is just an example. For example, I ship Silver and Blaze, but I actually like Blaze more. Like, I don't give a fuck about Silver that much. This is very fucking common in shipping fan base, and like, I can't force people to change their ways, but this is something that I'm not a big fan of personally. Because what's the point of shipping two characters if you're not gonna share the same love as you do with the other character? Like, they come in pairs, they come as a unit. I don't understand. I can't wrap my head around that. So when I saw that ask, I'm not like blaming this person at all. This is like a thing in shipping culture. When I see that you specifically want one character to be hurt, that rubs me the wrong way. It's like, oh, okay, so you don't care about the other character, or you only care about this character and seeing him suffer and not the other one, or it's like a separate thing, you only want to see one character more than the other. That rubs me the wrong way. As in, so you don't like the other, or you don't like the ship as a whole? Rose is kind of nice. Thank you. This is like my persona. I actually have like a VTuber, like 2D. What's it called? PNG tuber of him, of this character, but I just stick with this loop GIF instead because it uses less of the RAM. I don't want it to accidentally freeze in the middle because it happened before, so I'm just gonna stick with the GIF animation. Anyway, as I was saying, I came from a Tartali fandom, and I've been in Tartali fandom for 4 or 5 years. Totally fandom is like one of those fandoms where I, you know, when I step out of it for a little bit, you know, I don't leave the fandom, but I look at other ventures, I look at other pastures. I start to notice how heavily spoiled I was by the fandom compared to when I'm in every other fandom. Because in most of the fandom, it's like that. People favor one character over the other. People want to see this character breaking up. People want to see this character being like severely out of character to justify breaking them up or something like that. Like that is not something that you find in Totally Fandom at all. Like at all. Like even if you find it, they will say it to you. They will scream it in front of you. This is out of character. This is not something that is canon. This is out of character. This is out of character. This is out of character. They will tell you about that. They will warn you. There will be multiple warnings ahead. And like the headcanons, they always share headcanons. Like, yeah, we headcanon probably like, this is like an example. We headcanon Zhongli laying egg and everybody agrees. Yeah, Zhongli lays egg. Everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. So it's like, you know, like I'm in that fandom for like years, and I've been in the fandom for years, and it's like it's like I've been spoiled because again, everyone, it's not like a hive mind. Technically, it kind of is, but like not in a bad way, but in the sense that we all share the same frequency. Yeah, we share the same headcanons. We definitely see this character this way. Everyone is in the same frequency. So when I'm in the other fandoms, like Blink's one, and then I see people favoring Jinx over Kid Plus, or Kid Plus over Jinx, or literally any other fandom where people favor Silver or than Blaze and vice versa, that's alien to me. That is so alien to me because I've been like in a fandom where they both characters, like both characters equally. There is no favoritism for one over the other at all. So it's like either one goes with him, either one goes with them, or none of them, or none. Like either you go ball or you go home. So it was like, yeah. So that's why I was like in my weekend angst post, I was very kind of a little bit emotionally charged over it. Not that I'm mad at the person who asked the question, I'm just kind of reminded of that environment that I used to be in, where this is not something that they would propose. This would not something they would propose. They would definitely, my old fandom would like, yeah, but like they're exes, but they're like secretly still liking each other, and they will like happily ever after. It's always that, like they end happily ever after, or they both die a Romeo and Juliet kind of death, where it's like a tragedy and it's like none of their fault. It's like the world is just going against them. That's the type of fanfic and fan work I've been fed for the past 4 years by different people in the same fandom. So when I see like people are favoring one character over the other in different fandoms and different ships, that is alien to me. That rubs me the wrong way. To me, it feels like you don't like this ship equally. You don't like them the same level amount. But that's just me. I'm not demonizing people who does this. It's just, this is how I perceive things personally. And I always, you know, I'm the type to love characters equally. I may yap about one character more than the other, mostly because it's easier sometimes to talk about characters that are like, there's lots of empty, there's like lots of empty spaces because they're not fleshed as much in the original source material. So it's easier to imagine things with them compared to characters that has like lots of lores, lots of like lots of like detailed and already pre-established world building with different iterations in different runs, in different issues, in different franchises. So it's like, it's different because those characters I kind of avoid talking, because now if I talk wrong, some geek is gonna correct me. No, that didn't happen actually. That happened. So that's why I refrain from talking too much about them, because yeah, it's kind of hard to make headcanons about characters that are already like fleshed out, like severely fleshed out, compared to character that is mostly, you can expand upon this because the canon doesn't really explain this at all. So you can just make shit up. That's way easier to talk about. That's why sometimes you would see me talk about Jinx more, because she's kind of like that. She's not fleshed out as much, but the groundworks are there, and I can expand upon it. With Flash isn't like the same, as in there's like already lots of materials, lots of runs, and some runs contradict each other. So it's like, yeah, like I don't. It's like walking on eggshells when talking about him. So yeah, that's me. With Jinx, I can like speak with confidence because I watched the cartoon, I read the comics, I know the conclusions that I'm taking. So with Flash, I have not decided on stuff yet. Like I don't know which canon I'm following. I don't know which references I'm taking. I am not a kid. I'm not a Flash expert. Contrary to popular beliefs, I am more of a Sonic fan than I am DC the Flash. The reasoning you gave in the post was really good for the bird. Yeah. I figured again, you know, not all relationships are perfect. I really need to, at some point, this need to happen. It's just that I kind of like press on the gas a little bit harder because of the way the question was framed. Again, I'm not blaming the person, and I don't holding a grudge against them in particular. It's just the overall Phantomscape that I'm having a problem with. Like, I just can't fathom the idea of I like a ship, but I only like one character more than the other. I can't fathom that idea at all. Like, to me, it's like one or nothing. Either like one pair or nothing. Either you like both of them, or you might as well just stick with the solo fans. Because that's another fandom rabbit hole, right? Like, people who are fans of a ship are not necessarily a fan of a solo, are not necessarily part of the solo fan group. As in, if you ship, for example, Naruto and Hinata, they don't necessarily is part of the Naruto fan club, you know? Because Naruto fan club and Naruto and Hinata fan club are two different things. Don't listen to person said AI is better. Yeah, I never trust that. It's always shit, you know, like I'm always been anti-AI and stuff, so yeah, that doesn't bother me much. What's your favorite food? I don't have one. I have because I eat, like, I can eat anything. I like things that are savory, at least. I like things that are savory and crunchy. So not anything of the sorts, like for example, like fried chicken or maybe chips. Anything that is savory and crunchy, I like it. Oh right, for the desserts, I really like croissant and cheesecake. Those are my favorite desserts these days. Like I always, whenever I got money, I always had one because they're kind of overpriced for some reason. But I always really like them, like as a treat. Usually on these nights I order like a cheesecake, but right now I'm really craving something savory, so I got some chicken instead. I hope you guys had eaten. I meant don't forget to eat or drink water. French, because you said you like croissant. Oh yeah, I like croissant. I really like them. I actually am a big fan of the original, you know, just the butter, like with nothing in it. Because usually there's like croissant that is like, oh, it has beef or it has cheese in it. I actually like it plain, like just butter, just plain butter. Because I really like it. I really like how savory and salty and crunchy. Just sometimes it's like a mess to eat. Like when you take a bite, it gets everywhere. But I really like croissant. I usually pair it with like some coffee, cold coffee. I like my coffee cold. Not a big fan of hot ones. But yeah, I'm like very passionate about shipping stuff. Like I've been a shipper for the rest of my life. Croissant, yeah. But like, well, I like music. Maybe tomorrow I get some. But yeah, well, team shipper. Yeah. Like I've always been a shipper first and character fan second. Like sometimes ships introduce me to characters and that's what makes me care about the character. I'm kind of like the opposite of people. Likes the character first and then, oh, neat ship of my favorite character with this guy that I don't give a fuck about. I'm not like that. I'm just like, oh yeah, I like this ship and this character is involved in it and I want to find out more about them because of it. So it's like a reverse thing with me. But yeah, in terms of like peep characters, oh, I want this person. I like it always rubs me the wrong way. I want this bad thing or good thing to happen to this character because I want to see them feel this way. And then disregard the other character in the pairing. That always rubs me the wrong way. To me, it feels like so you don't like the other character, as much as you like your favorite. You know, like you don't share the same amount of love. Because to me, shipping has always been like something that needs to, you either like both of them or none at all. Like go all out because you can tell. I don't know, maybe it's because I've been chronically online for so long. Sometimes I can just tell people who favor one character over the other or people who likes both of them as like equally like both of them. I can tell. Because usually with with one type of shipper, it's like they only see the other character as like a smut object, like, or only like it because it's a popular ship and they have no choice. So they mostly ship out of like because they don't have much content on their favorite character. I'm not a big fan of those people either. As you can see, I'm very keen on gatekeeping stuff. Like lots of things. I am a big gatekeeper. Like you either like this pair as a whole or you don't at all. You're not a fan to me. Why the music you are what do you mean? Pardon me? Are you talking about the ship that I'm listening to? I mean the songs that I'm listening to, or are you referring to the songs that I associate with? For the song that I'm listening to in the playlist, it is Legends of Mana playlist. It is Legends of Mana soundtrack, specifically the old version of Legends of Mana, because they remake the songs for the Steam version. I always prefer the older one because of how crunchy it is. It feels very retro. Or are you referring to the songs that I associate my ships with? For that one, it kind of depends. Because sometimes YouTube recommends me music I never considered before, and then the lyric just fits the ship. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is a song for my ship. No, just the music before was like... Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a reference? Okay. Speaking of parodies, I keep reminded of that game Stranger Than Heaven. Bad that it kind of lost Steam. Steam. It kind of lost the Steam of the hype after they announced Tupac in it. That was crazy. Their defense isn't as better either. Their defense was kind of bad. Like, oh yeah, no, in Japan, it's like, okay, alright. Well, I mean, you are also the country that allows questionable images of questionable age characters. So I'm not gonna take that argument as a good one. Who said croissant? I did. Someone asked what my favorite food is, and I have none. I like things that are savory, whatever it is, and crunchy. But my for desserts and pastries, I really like cheesecake and croissant. I like my croissant plain. I like it just with butter, nothing else. Like no beef, no no cabbages or what have you. Just plain croissant. I like it like plain. Love croissant. Yeah, croissants are great. One of my favorite pastries. It's too bad they don't really sell it nearby. There's like a convenience store that sells like other pastries, any pastries but croissant. It's kind of sad. There's a local bakery, but they only sell bread, no pastry. That's bad. Oh, ooh. So yeah, it's been like a very eventful weekend, right? How's the angst? It's great, right? Hey, Pop Culture. Hey, man. Hope you're having a nice weekend, all of you. I've been having an okay weekend. I was visiting my sibling, and I get to sleep in a bed with air conditioning for like for once because you know how it is with my current flat. I have no air conditioning. They did offer to like place an air conditioning, but that means I have to like pay extra uh for the for the rent. So and I kind of don't want to do that. So yeah. It was awful. I loved it. Thanks for the meal. Yeah, no problem. That's what you deserve. I'm kidding. uh, maybe I should like nah. Kind of debating which song I will put this on IG. Will it be like the classic Owl City Fireflies or will it be Fireflies by Gorilla? Um must be very difficult. I'm headed out. See you next stream. See ya. I hope you're having a nice sleep. Must be very difficult. Um yeah, thankfully I'm the type to be able to sleep anywhere, anytime. Because I have this very weird sleeping ritual. If I think about a scenario that involves my ship, just give me like the next 1-2 minutes, I will immediately fall asleep. I trained this weird body ritual, like kind of like hypnotized my brain. So when I was in college, I had trouble sleeping because it's my first time sleeping in dorms, and I wasn't really used to it. I keep getting like sleep paralysis and such. So since then I trained myself. um I'm gonna like sleep while I'm reading a fan fiction, so like I at least can have better dreams and can be able to sleep peacefully. But because of that, years after, now I can only sleep if I think about my ships. So like if I think about my ships, like I imagine, for example, I imagine Kid Flash and Jinx going on like a date in a carnival, and Kid Flash wins her a plush and they got ice cream. I keep thinking about that. And immediately I fell asleep without me realizing it. Like I almost dozed off in the office because of it. I almost fell off a bike because of it, because I accidentally think about my ships when I was doing it. So I just fell asleep. Kind of cute, yeah, kind of, but also kind of dangerous. Especially if you're like, you're on a bike taxi and you're like, on the passenger seat and you're going to work, and then you accidentally think about your ship. And then like I accidentally like almost fell off it. Happens so a lot of the time just because I was thinking about my ship. So it's like, this is like the reason why it took me forever to finish a fanfiction, because you know I would be in the middle of it, I would be imagining, visualizing the scene that's happening on the text, and then I fell asleep without me realizing it. It's been kind of like it's been kind of hard. So like I have no issue with sleeping, thankfully, thank God. But also at the same time, I fell asleep because I think of something that I love. Like I think about my ships, and then I fell asleep. It's like I'm being hypnotized because at some point I just don't realize it. I dozed off in like at work, almost dozed off in my at work because of it. I look tired all the time because of it. Like I'd be having like a full 8-hour rest, and then I think about my ship, goes the back in. I think that's why I started writing while sick, bedtime and shipping, and bedtime. Yeah. Thankfully, you don't like do it bad enough that just thinking about it makes you fall asleep like I do. Because that happens to me. That is a real thing. There's something else and yeah. Please, please, if anyone want to try to doing that, please think about something else and something that you like. Because the moment you start thinking of something you like, you get sleepy. Despite you already having like 12 hours of sleep. You get sleepy again. And then you never get any work done because of it. Happens to me. But it's like something weird. Like I really want to change this habit now one day, but I don't know what to change it with, because what's in my head 24/7 is my ships. People be really saying, oh yeah, you know, you always prioritize your real life stuff. No, I prioritize my happiness. Sadly, my happiness is tied with my ship, so it's like fully thinking it. Oh yeah. I guess the school can be a bit boring. When I was in school, I actually cannot, like, you know how it is with students who fell asleep in class? I can't do that. Because I always have this lingering fear someone would like, oh, I would turn in my sleep and I would look silly when I was asleep, and someone would take a photo of me and I would like share it on social media and then make fun of me for it. I've always had that kind of social anxiety. So I'm always alert. I could never sleep at school when I was in school. Even in college, I couldn't do that. But I guess that was before I trained, hypnotized myself thinking about ships and then fall asleep after. Can't fully sleep at school because I have severe social anxiety and antisocial, and everyone at school really likes to do this thing where they like to bully people. Like it's not like a traditional bullying. It's like more so like you're laughed by your peers behind your back. You didn't know. You only knew about it like years later when your friend tell you. Those kind of thing. That's why I barely go to any reunions, because I don't care about those people. But yeah, you know, I hope you guys enjoy that angst, because now you know to never tell me, to never ask me for. I want these characters, one character specifically, to be hurt. No, their partner is going to be hurt too. Now you know to not do that. They're kind of like, you know, destiny bonded. So if one dies, the other has to die too. We do a Romeo and Juliet in here. but it doesn't really limit to just dying. It limits to like just severe like everything, like feeling like happiness, sadness, all that. I can adjust line width. Ah. I understand you. My friend abandoned me. At least I don't really. Ah, yeah. Sorry that happened to you. I did like have one friend and one best friend. She's still my best friend to this day. We just don't talk much because again, we're like distance apart. But I always go to her every time I visit my home. Like the one friend I have left from that back in school. You chose violence. I chose violence. Nobody is left spared. Hello, Spinny. I hope you're having a nice weekend. I had an okay weekend. I get to experience sleeping with air conditioning after a while. Because currently, where I'm living, no air conditioning. There is like a pseudo air conditioning. But it's like, it doesn't feel the same way as it is with like an actual AC, you know? It's smaller and it blows warm air. I didn't get a best friend until I was in college. That's the best thing I told me. That's fine. I think that's a normal thing. I legit reconnected with my friend. Because my best friend, right? At some time, during our school days, like high school, we kind of like drifted apart. Not because we, you know, there's a problem or beef or anything, but we just are too different. Like, she's into K-pop, I wasn't. So it's like, we kind of, and also she's like, she goes to a different school. So it's like, we don't hang out as much anymore. Until she, like, on one of our hangouts, she showed me like Genshin Impact and showed me Challenge Zhongli. That is literally the, like, because of that ship, I get to reconnect with her. You know, like, we get to be besties again like we used to. So that's why I'm very intimate about that ship. I really am. Because, you know, I get to reconnect with her again because of it. Well, nowadays, we don't, she doesn't really big into the ship anymore, but we still talk to each other now and again, so you know, experience, I mean, ideal. Sleeping with air conditioning is the best. Yes, it is. It makes you like sleepy faster, you know. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Like, I get to like I don't know. It's like something about air conditioning making you fall asleep easier and faster, even faster. Accelerate sleeping. Me thinking about ships and air conditioning. I have a fan for that. Oops. I don't actually go by, just mean I just go by Quake. Hi, Quake. Whichever do you want to go with, whichever pronouns you want to go with, I'll respect it. Oops. I don't know if I still haven't decided which Firefly song I'm choosing. the happy all city, my goat, or gorilla's fireflies, which is a much more sadder context. Um, Feeling better after the yanks. Yeah, kind of, somewhat. Hello. Yeah, hi. Quick. Yeah, it's like I'm not sad over the angst. I think I was just more bugged by the idea of someone who ships but only think about how the one character feels than the other. Like, of course, I'm not saying that you can't ship the way that is. I mean, like, you can ship however you want. It's just, again, rethreading this topic. I am the type to like two characters at the same time. I can't fathom the idea of, hey, I like this character. I ship this, but I like this one character more than the other. I cannot fathom that idea at all. At all. At all. Like, to me, it's either you go both or none at all. Either you ship both and you ship both characters and you like them an equal amount. No, nothing less than the other, or none at all. But that's just me. That's just how I do. That's how I do ship. That's what makes me kind of. That's what distance myself from most shippers, because most shippers are like that. They're like, I like this character more than the other. I don't give a fuck about this other character. They can suffer. I don't care. I want this character, my favorite, to be loved, and I want my favorite to look like they suffer more than the other. The other cause the suffering, and my favorite, they suffer. I don't like that. Yeah, right. It's a pair. Like, to me, a ship, it's like Garnet from Steven Universe, right? It is one unit. Both of them is one character. So it's like one. I can't make like Sapphire hurt more than Ruby, or Ruby getting love more than Sapphire. I can't do that. They both get the same thing. That's how I view my ships. I view my ships like it's Garnet. One entity. It's usually the other way around. Yeah. No, I meant like in the sense that like there's two characters. In a ship, there's two characters. But you only want to see more of one character. That was what I was referring to. I'm not saying that, oh, you want angst because you like the character so much. You want them both to suffer. Yeah, that's fine. I was referring to like when you're talking about a ship or like to a shipper and you only want to see more of one character more than the other. That's what I was talking about, and that's just something that I cannot fathom personally. Because I was in the Totally fandom, right? For 4 years, I was in Totally fandom, 4 or 5 years. And the fandom space is like that. Like, we like them both as a unit. We don't favor one over the other. We don't like Zhongli more, we don't like Child more. We like them both equally. Like, we talk about Child's lore, we talk about Zhongli's lore. We also, like, imagine them both getting hurt. If one is hurt, the other's hurting. Vice versa. So it's like that. I've always, so like for the past 5 years, the ships that I was actively in and engaging with is like that. It's like on an equal scale. It's never like more one than the other. So when I see when I get to step out a bit and see like other fandom doesn't share that same sentiment, that's alien to me. Like, what do you mean you don't like one character more than the other? I mean, what do you mean you like the one character more than the other? What do you mean you don't like them equal amount? So it's like that. Like, I'm not, again, I'm not demonizing people who does this. It's part of the fandom spheres anyway. It's not like something I can change. But in my own space, in my own spheres, in my own, comfort space, I've always been like that. You either go both or none at all. It's pair, yeah, it's pair. Like, it's a pairing, like, it's a pairing for a reason. If I like one character more than the other, why even bother shipping them to me? Like, I just draw them solo. But that's just me. Again, I'm just an oddity. I'm kind of odd. To me, it's like either if you ship two characters together, you have to be equally a fan of both of them. That's me. That's just how I work. That's just how I do things. Sure, you probably seen me talk about one character more than the other. That's because I know more, like, I'm more confident in talking about one character more than the other. Usually it's when the character has, like, one character is less fleshed out in canon than the other, which is exactly what Flings is happening. But also, like, Sylvace, Tartali is also like that too. Like, Tartali, Child's lore isn't elaborated at all. Like, most of his lore is literally given to other characters. So it's like, there's lots of empty spaces I can just make shit up around. Same with Sylvace. Like, Silver is such a mystery character because they barely expand upon him. Sega, Sonic Team only care about Shadow nowadays. And less on the third hedgehog, Silver. And because of that, like, the intrigue of the future world or what have you, that is an empty, like, free-for-all. And I like talking about him more because I can just yap about it. I can just, like, talk shit without... Actually, according to this issue, according to this lore, like, I don't have to worry about that. Because, you know, there's, like, other... Like, the source material is very, like, basic. It's not, like, intricate and, like, not as overcomplicated. It's the same way with Jinx and Kid Flash. You probably see me talk about Jinx a little bit more. That's because she's barely fleshed out as a character. Even in the comics, I don't count her as that. That is a different character. But in the show, it's like she doesn't really appear much. The Hive doesn't really appear much. And we can only work on something that is basic and build something from there. And that's why I like talking about her a little bit more. Compared to Kid Flash, who, you know, yes, in canon, he's like even more barely fleshed out. But he has other materials. He has other things to be referenced from, you know, like comics or continuities, Elseworld stories, lots of them. And some contradict each other, some are more consistent than the other. And I don't delve into DC much. I don't delve into the comics much, so I just follow one continuity and expand upon that. And that's why but that's also why I don't touch upon it as much, because I'm gonna step on someone's toes. I'm gonna like sound like a LARPer and like, oh no, actually that didn't happen. This happened in this issue, in this specific comic, in this specific book that is released in like 50 years ago. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to go there. Like, with the thing is very easy. The base reference is just the cartoon and the companion comic. With Flash, I have to go back in time and I have to look at every other issues and I have to all the other sort of stories too. Some of them get into the main line and some don't. Whatever, lots of things to consider, and I kind of don't want to delve much into it. So yeah, that's like, again, it doesn't make me less of a fan of him. I'm a fan of both of these characters, specifically in the Teen Titans 3 run. So yeah, it's more like that. It's like simplified and consistent. Because usually other source material would affect how I feel these characters. That's why I tend to refrain from straying too far from it. Just the basics. But yeah, you know, that's just the kind of shipper that I am, and what to me differentiates me from other type of shippers. Like some shippers, they probably see themselves in one of the character and then ship themselves or these character with other character, because they see themselves, they kind of self-insert themselves as a canon character, and yeah, you know, and then you get to date with lots of guys and girls. You can do that, but I don't do that. Or like, again, you only like one character out of the two pairings, in which that is not me. And I hope that Aang's comic get that message across. If one of you asks me, hey, I want to see Kid Flash and or Jinx suffer, I will make both of them suffer. You will pay for the consequences. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, fuck. Okay. Hmm? Ah, I hate when it drips like that. It keeps drifting. um. Yep. I guess. No, 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 no. I forgot they have this now. There you go. And now it's fling summertime, I guess. Yes, it is. I don't want it to make it. I don't want it to be awkward. Like you, you got like one of the worst weekends probably for Flings fans. But so I ended. I I gave like a somewhat bittersweet ending where not ending, more so like an aftermath, because I don't want to show my cards. Like I already show lots of my the plot for that story, so I don't want to spoil anymore because I might as well create a whole issue with that, like fan issue with that. So I just gave it like a bittersweet thing at the end. I reblocked the post with like another like they got back. I mean they agreed on a date after that. So it's not too awkward to transition from from that angst to this fluffy fling summer art. Because I can tell it's like affecting lots of people. Because I got like more asks than usual. Usually I get like rarely get asks. Like maybe like for 2 weeks I get like one people who ask questions. I got like 7 yesterday, so it's like okay, I guess this the and everyone is like trying to change the topic. Like, oh no 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 no. How about like we saw the sadness. Can we get the happy now? Can we get the happy now? And I was like, actually, you gotta marinate with it a bit. So I gotta like push this knife a little deeper, so to be careful to ask for things with me. The moment you ask for angst, especially for just one character, yeah, no, you're gonna. So like yeah, I got like asked like we want the happy now. Like how about you talk about the older Jinx again? How about you talk about the happy parts? Like how about we see them getting back together? And I was like no, I think you guys need to taste the pain a little bit more to hammer that point across. And then we can go back to that, but only like painfully slowly. Because I actually have like before that angst before that, I have like a very cute artwork to answer for the bento one, the one I shared in the server. Like I finished line arting for that, and then someone asked me that, and I was like, okay, that kind of irritates me a bit that they focus solely on Hit Flash's feeling and less so Jinx's feelings. Because I ship as a pair. They are Garnet. They are a unit. So I will make both of them suffer, and it will be your fault. Probably the person I am. Probably. I do feel like I do see from their next ask that they feel kind of bad about it, like asking about it, because clearly I wasn't enjoying it. And I wasn't. I really wasn't. Not that I hate the Hanks. Generally, again, like, it's the context around it that I hate. One, again, I'm not a big fan of people who ships but only care about one character's feeling than the other one. Like, they dismiss one character. They don't care about this kind of character. They care about how this character look if they suffer or if they love. They don't care about the other one. Not a big fan of that. Number two, the Kid Flash and Jinx being broken off is something that is very common in the Teen Titans 3 fandom. Like, that is literally what makes this ship such an underdog despite being canon. It's like, they happen, they're canon, but people hate it. They keep breaking them off, and I hate that. That pissed me off so much. So it's like, I get that idea, and then I get that, and it's like, oh my god. It's like, I don't hate the angst. Like, it's fine. In a vacuum, it's fine. I just don't like the context around it. You know, like, when you're in the fandom, you're kind of like, oh, but the fandom thinks this way. I kind of don't want to do that because the fandom thinks this way. You know? So it's like that. I'm more so like irritated, not at the person, not at the prompt. It's more so the situation Flinks is in as a ship compared to other ships in the fandom, because they're kind of like the most broken off. Like, either that or they're depicted the worst. Angry Sauce, that's me. No, I'm angry out of passion, not that I'm angry personally. Like, I'm very passionate about my ships. I really am. I gain nothing from it, but they're a source of my happiness. So I'm very, very, very passionate about them. So, yeah, it's like that. Oh, it's not sharp enough. So I'm not a big fan of the context around it. Like, you know, it's kind of like, this is not comparable because I don't experience it. But it's like you listening to something and then you got PTSD from it. And you immediately get like reactionary. That's how it feels to me. Wow, it's like the war, and then you immediately think of the Vietnam War, something like that. Where's the enemy? It's kind of like that, but with ships instead. So it's like, breaking off. Finks would be the cat. Wait, never mind. That's Felix. That's Felix the cat. Never mind. Yeah. It's Flinks with the L because Kid Flash, you know, not Kid Flash. Flashbacks to the fandom. Yeah, because I'm very fandom driven. Like, you know, sometimes people say, you know, draw for yourself. Yeah, I'm drawing for myself, but I also want to see how the fandom thinks of it. And I also want to see what the fandom thinks of certain things. Like, okay, so I guess most people agree that this is not a good thing, or most people think this is not a bad thing, etc., etc. Some say you shouldn't listen to them, and I agree, but also at the same time, you know, sometimes it kind of affects how the characters are depicted or the characters are perceived by the fandom. Like, there are people who are like, yeah, you know, you shouldn't listen to the fandom, but the sad truth of reality is the fandom affect how people perceive your favorite characters. Like, whether you like it or not, they would affect it. So it's like, even if you draw for yourself, even if you make content or write your favorites for yourself, and you try to be on character as possible, if the fandom see your character as like a horrible person, that character will always be a horrible person in mainstream's eyes. And because of that, you'd see more out of character depictions of them. That's why it's like a big domino effect. That's why it's like, I don't like it when fandom do this. So I might as well just like do the opposite and like fight back against it. Yes, it's like so powerful. It can affect a character's how people, like outsiders, aren't even new fans, like see or approach new characters. Kind of old. Yep. And it affects how people perceive things. Like the moment someone like label your favorite character as like an abuser or something that is like somewhat untrue and has nuances, and the moment they simplified it, oh, this character is a horrible person because they're this and that, it's over for your character. Like the fandom is gonna be forever small, and the moment you draw them, you're gonna get canceled. So the fandom affects more than you think. It's less so like annoying people complaining about things, but it can affect how outsiders see your favorites forever. To this day, people still believe Zhongli has a dead wife. That didn't happen. That is a fandom derived thing from a bunch of annoying people who doesn't read the lore and only said that because their favorite ship doesn't become like a thing in game. That was a purely fandom thing. So it's like, oh man, it's like fighting a losing battle because these people doesn't listen and they will keep LARPing these lies. And this is something that, you know, again, that makes me all the more very much gatekeeping towards my ships and my favorites. Because okay, you like them, but do you like them for who they are, or do you like them for how the fandom horribly perceive them? No. That's why lots of my character analysis, I always give benefit of the doubt. I always give like a chance for these characters to stand on their own. But yeah, you know, that's just how I feel about it. Again, I'm not antagonizing anybody. It's just I'm very passionate. And I do in fact care about how characters perceive in the fandom, because it will affect how they will be depicted in other fan works. It will affect the fanfics that I will read before I sleep. You know? Like, oh no! That's the 5th fic with mischaracterized Jinx in it. Why? Because the fandom perceived them wrong and these people doesn't bother like consuming the original material they're from. But yeah, you know, or at least consulting the actual fans, because because with me, if I want to like a character, I want to like them properly. I want to like them for who they are, not for how the fandom perceive or publicly deem them as. Because admittedly, yeah, initially I liked things because of What the Fleet. And then I realized I've liked them wrong this entire time. I mischaracterized them, and I don't want to do that. I took my own liberties and actually gave a shit about it. I watched this the cartoon, I reread the comic, I recontextualize it with like based on my own understanding of the character, and it made me like them more as characters. Oh, thank you. Think of this as like the aftercare after that angst that I put through. Oops, wrong. Have I saved? Ouch. Mosquito bites, yay. But yeah, very passionate about my ships, and also of drawing and such. Probably noticed that, yeah, my art style is a compared to last year, it's very different. I got like notification from Facebook, like one of those memories posted like 2-3 years ago, something like that. I saw my like older Flings artwork and like, oh my god, the art style is a little like so different. Mostly because at the time I was not used to drawing humans again. I think me redrawing Fling stuff makes me like remember how to draw human. Because like during that time I was more used to drawing Pantheon stalking art style or Sonic art style. So I wasn't really used to drawing people. Like I was, but because of those fandoms not require me to be able to draw humans, and more so like super deformed art styles, it wasn't really needed. So it's like very awkward middle stage of a human. And also like, but from the redrawing the screenshots, etc., it kind of like made me remember how to draw people. Improvement, yeah, I guess improvement. I won't say improvement personally, it's more so because I just remember how I draw people. It's not that much different from how I drew it like years ago. It's just more, slightly more refined now. But other than that, it's because again, with how inconsistent the art style is with the cartoon, I kind of had to like, you know what, I'm just gonna put my own creative liberties. And I'm glad that even despite that, people still thought that, it's like a real official thing, even though the art style is like completely different. Like, Kithos does not look like this in the cartoon. He looks different every frame you see him. But because I keep redrawing his like based on the screenshots that I got, I kind of got used to drawing people again. So like, yeah, me redrawing those old shot kind of didn't go to complete waste. As someone who sells at artists, is it hard because I started working. Yeah, it's a bit like awkward like that, especially if you're like consistent with the art style already. I've never been consistent, so people don't usually ask questions. They're usually just surprised that I'm the same person who draw these. I never have consistent art styles. In every fandom I'm in, I draw characters differently. In every fandom I'm in. So it's like, I don't know why it's like a thing that I self-impose upon. Like when I'm in Genshin fandom, I don't draw these characters the way I draw characters in the Science fandom. If I were to draw like a human in Sonic, it will not look like a human in Genshin Impact fandom. If I draw them, it's very like all different. I'm not sure why. It's like in different fandoms, I go with different gimmicks basically. Teen Titans, I go with like a pseudo kind of like reminds you of the cartoon, but not really art style. Whereas for the other ones, I go with a different aesthetic directions. I guess with this it helps because you don't, there's no issues with confusing one character for another, because that happens to some artists because they have like such consistent art style. When they draw a character with similar traits from their other characters, people mistook the two because the art style looks similar. Thankfully, I never get to have that issue because of it. I think that's fine, having variety and such. I usually just me that's like a selling point with me because I can mimic these art styles. I'm just a very known chameleon. Like I know how to do art stuff to like match a vibe of a show or stuff, but with minimal effort, minimal like requirement. It doesn't look completely the same, but it feels the same. What's this? Yeah, I should start posting on the post I'll post this on Twitter. This summer. Okay. But nothing wrong with having different art styles. Because I do that a lot. Pedile posting! Oh my god! Reblock it now, dude! Check Tumblr, man! Reblocking them. I'm still gonna be late for these. As usual, that's how it is with me. I'm always late to everything. Even at work. You know, even I'm late at work. No, don't follow my late. Ouch. Go, go, go. Reblog it. Reblog it. I did. You're always on time. Like, really? I guess I am always on time if you're like in Hawaii or something. Because I think that is the latest a time has passed. Like, if every part of the world is already like tomorrow, that is the one place that is still yesterday. I'll check. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, someone just shared something on the timeline. I saw some, not the Mr. Krabs pregnant image. Oh my god, let's not do that. Sorry about that. Someone shared it to me. Okay. Alright, let's go back to work. After this, I plan to like finish like because I'm late. I'm like by a day. Someone commissioned me. The deadline should be yesterday, but because I was away at my siblings, I didn't get to finish it. But yeah, after this one. Found him. Yeah, it's on the tag. Always check the first thing on the tags. I do that a lot. It's like a habit I formed ever since I was in Dudley. I always check the tags like every day, even if the fandom is like just crickets. What is that Justin Bieber meme? God damn it! These stuffs make me feel old. Oh god. Early in my time. Really? Cool. Good to hear. But it's good to be early then, in some other place. Oi. Hello. Welcome. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Dalawa. I hope no one gets jump scared by my thumbnail. My thumbnail doesn't have any theme. I usually just like draw whatever like that takes me like 15 minutes to make. Because I always make the thumbnails on the same day. Like, okay, I'm gonna stream today, so I'm gonna like make a thumbnail for it. Like literally 15 minutes before the thumbnails, before the stream starts. I always like remind myself, you know, I have to actually reset this, like make this like, sorry, it's drifting again. I always like remind myself to, you know, like I gotta like prepare for this. Like I have to thumbnail ready, like stuff that are ready thumbnail stuff. I say like it's really, I can just use it for later. I can just make them earlier, but I never got around it. I always regret it last minute. I should have made this earlier. I should have made this yesterday. I hope you're having a nice weekend if you're still here. Now, where's that sunflower brush? Because thank God for Clip Studio Paint. Do I download it? I do, but it's like, it's not even like a great one. Let me find another one. Great about Clip Studio Paint, it's just like, up just preset made for you. Let me throw this in the trash. Aw, my coffee gone because of the stupid temperature. The coffee is no longer cold now. It's lukewarm. That's too bad. Lukewarm coffee. Favorite. At some point, I really need to like invest in like ice cube or something. Sorry, I'm lukewarm coffee. Scissors for this. I always end up microwaving my coffee because it's hot. Me, but like instead of hot, it's cold. I like my stuff cold. Yep, lukewarm coffee, my favorite. I think I have some chicken. Hold on. I do have some chicken. Yeah. Me, which I see a lot with, yeah, I like cold drinks too. Can you tell I'm severely dehydrated where I like her cold? got some, as usual, with his like things and a lukewarm pot. So interesting. How do y'all run? Actually, can't see it. Art. Like most of them are like super complicated. May clash with the art. Not like it matters because even in okay, let's test it out. It's like it should be an image. It'd be much better if it's like a file with vector line. You can like set it up. Let's use. Is it an image file? Oh, it is. Well, that sucks. Oh, but I can't. The line isn't even the correct line. There. There. Brush is sensitive. Package line. Okay. Oh man, jittery. Where was I? Let's change the assets. It really doesn't. Really need to find simpler. You can just why don't you just over it? It's a little bit expensive. Alright, fine. Clippy, fine. You know what my favorite snacks is nowadays? I don't know what it's called. I really like boiled corn. I really like boiled corn. Not boiled. Steamed corn. Steamed corn with like dense milk and some cheese grated on it. They're good. I'm addicted. The corn is steamed. Hot. Piping hot. And then you put like a condensed milk on it. Some cheese on it. Sometimes there's like some chocolate flakes on it. I usually like it with at least a condensed. I really like it. I love corn in general. Corn fritters, anything. Corn. What's this? Milk. Yep. Bird. There we go. I guess this one's better with this one. actually. Wait. Right. Tilted a little. Form mesh. God bless clips in your paint. Full bless to do. God bless clips. Maybe one day, you know, when I'm rich, when maybe if Flings got a little bit more notoriety, I would love to do like events and stuff because totally fans do that sometimes. I would, I would like to give a lifetime pro version of that's affordable. Right, convert it. Excellent. Other one back. Hi. Or field. They're in the field. One, two, three, four. Right. What's up? Back. Fines. That. think the great thing about like the train is that just the sizes lines as long as it's adjust the size you want thick or thin. Five, nine, five. Let's see if there's any brushes that aren't bugs. These are. Oh, sorry about that. Ugliest. Hi. Okay. Sorry. Great. Feel like oh, there it is. Ah. Which one? Ah. Flapping. I'm a feel. I think something about somehow connected. I don't get it. There's like huge aspect of sunflower in like Totally fan because child is Natalia is very tied to brain vibe to it, like the culture is inspired from that side of brain's flower is another one with Silver and Blaze. It's also because Silver sometimes is shown with sunflowers because it depicts hope and such. It's like, yeah, something 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 something. Also my ships are tied with sunflowers. I am enjoying this bowl of steamed corn. It is a flower field. Yes, you're right. Steamed corn that is also now lukewarm. I'm back. I love it really good. Yeah, don't worry about it. Welcome back. I'm still here. Let's call her. Ah! One of the things that took me a while to stop is with the tablet. It keeps drifting. What it is with Switch, and they like the cursor or the mouse or whatever the thing kind of moves on its own. Happens to me with my pen. I don't know if it's a virus or like just the Windows keep updating it, so it doesn't slowly stop supporting the function that I. Welcome, my music is like super old. Alright. Gonna finish the lining a bit. Ah, drifting again. Everybody needs to have concealer paint. Like, yes, I have superior brush feel. Like, the stuff you want to finish stuff is your way to go. Yes, they do. Or look at the sun when they're growing. Exactly. Why the sunflower in this art is like fake. It's like double. I like to imagine Keystone City is handled by some. Yeah, it's in Kansas. It's like sunflower place. Hmm? That's why I go with that theme. It's why I go with this image. Because Kansas, and also my ship is just mostly tied with sunflower somehow. Any ships that I'm into, there is some sunflower thematic around it. And I really want to keep that quote unquote pattern. Ah, my stupid brush. It's not brush. It's like keep. I like the sunflower. It's in many it's in many. Hopeful or something that reminisces like a past, like a nostalgia. Ah, line arting. Ah, I know what. Start coloring. Yes. It's a rather simple art. Usually, the stuff that takes forever for me to draw is something that involves more than more than two characters, and involves more stuff like backgrounds and stuff. Those usually took me forever. If it's just like two characters at most, it doesn't take me that long. Half body is up a bit. Okay. I wonder which color I should go with. I wonder if there's like a palette for that. Acid. Because I, for the love of me, doesn't understand color theory. I rely on pre-existing color palettes. Which is ironic because I teach, so it's like, how come I teach? I don't know nothing about it. I go with vibes. Why does this happen? I don't know. It just kind of. That is it. Oh my god! I keep getting more ask. What? What is it? Ah. They're happy about it. Next question. Sorry. Funny meme, my friend shared. Share it. Wee ball is pretty. No, I don't want. All right, where was I? Sorry, I got distracted. I keep doing that. I keep getting distracted. Okay. I'm gonna base color and then like end stream after that because I really want to lock in quickly. It's kind of a struggle to both draw and yeah at the same time. I get distracted. I stop drawing. But only after I finish base color. Because I really wanna like I don't know. I'm thinking of something else like a different color. Let's see if I can find it. Assets. Flower, summer, palette, color palette. Uploaded upgrade. Save searches uploaded by no. Image material. Oh, there it is. Type. Gradient set. Color set. You can't see it right now. Color color. I wonder if this fits. Is there yellow in it? Oh. Oh, it does have yellow in it. But it's warm. What about like striking? Warm is almost with autumn. More magic in. Right, let's go with the whatever this is. Magic. Okay. Let's check the tools now. Can't see it because it's cropped out. Alright, it's fucking dark. I should have found sunset? Otsukure-sama. By fall, random colors. Summer sunset. They say anime girl is a cat. That is an actual. If you want to draw an anime girl, you just all cat. Have the similar face coat. See, it has no pinks in it. I'm just gonna go ball. I'm just gonna put like a different. Hit flash. Are blues in it? No. Yeah, that's what I thought. Should have been like nighttime. Whatever. Let's just put a filter later. Yep. Ah. Hi. Go a different link so I can like. Ah, the hell? There. Yep, then. creating lines like this always give that essence of softness. So I just keep it lines like this, intentional, unconnected. Because usually it gives sense. It gives like this sense of like softer feeling. Can't explain it, but it does. So yeah. All right. Reds. The brighter red. Later. Gonna play. Can't see it, but in the layers, I like put them separately and have them locked. So I can, if I decide to change color palette, I can just change them if I want. I can't decide on the colors yet right now. Like random. Go ball with it first and then just change it. Have some happiness after yeah. The good thing this isn't my already like I plan to make this for this anyway. The good thing. Ah. I will change this later. Color isn't final because I'm still undecisive on the color should be. Because it's supposed to be like, because it's like fireflies. Because I don't do like two same. I mean I don't pick one theme. I don't pick one theme. I pick two, and then merge that a lot. Fireflies and sunflowers. So it's like I'm thinking it has to be something dark, but I can't find a palette like that for now. So I'm just gonna color these characters in first. Then when I change mine, I can just like, you know, because I already locked the transparent spill each of them with a different color palette set. For now, we gonna go ball. Go ball. I wanna ask in the Tumblr inbox, like, can we like have some fluff? Maybe like show us like if maybe I don't know adult links being married or something. And like I didn't even think that far. As in like I haven't imagined what their wedding would look like. So like I do have like that would be nice, but I haven't really thought that far. As in I haven't really imagined how it would look like. I do have a scenario to like, you know, at least somewhat, you know, fill in that blank. You'll see later when I'm done with this one. I'm gonna like post that like some other day. The sketch is in my head. I haven't sketched it yet. But yeah. Yeah, don't worry. We're back to our daily bluffs after that ends. I think you guys have learned your lesson. Oh, that explains. Garby. Hope not too long because I like all color. So I can like lock in it. I've thought about their wedding. Really? What do you have in mind? Because I have not. I'm the type to live in the moment, so like I usually like, oh yeah, I didn't really think about that. Ah, too bright. Dark. God damn it! Whatever. I'll figure it out later. I'm the type to live in the moment, so I don't really think that far. Like even now, like I haven't thought of like a love child or anything. No, nothing of it. Wedding. Yeah, wedding. I have not thought about that. Because, I'm the type to live in the moment. So, like, I haven't really give it, like, that much thought. They do, but also, like, I haven't really. But, hey, people probably have different ideas. But final colors. Sunflowers. Should. Coloring. What I imagine. Right. The further I personally imagine is literally so like one of the headcanons that I have like thrown around in passing, like I haven't really like seriously Like I've not thought that far, but the further I have like thought of it, it's like literally like further in their like you know you know how the relationship progressed in my AU. It's like it's very like demi coded, but not really. As in like I don't headcanon these characters demi or anything. It's how I progress the relationship. So like further they know each other, the more they like each other. On so far, and at some point at that like 4 level, like anything that Jinx is doing, wedding bells, like that is the furthest. But there is this other headcanon that I've been throwing around in my head, and I think I spoke about it like in passing before. It's that I really like the idea that because with Tokyo, Times being to Tokyo and probably Starfire telling all about it, it got her very interested in it, and like maybe Starfire learned about the concept of cosplaying, and like would like to have a friend to do that. Obviously, Raven doesn't want to do that. Like Jinx it is, and it got Jinx to try dressing up and such. And I thought that's very fun idea. Everyone can cosplay, and I have this like idea in my head, like maybe for Halloween, put like more effort to it. I really want to like try this on, like how it is with like the 2000s and such. What's the big movie at the time? Let me see. No, not that one. Right. Like 2005, there was like the movie that aired. Not aired. It aired. Aired? The movie that's like on the theaters, which is The Corpse Bride. And I really thought like, it'd be funny, like maybe perhaps I just got to know more about cosplaying and stuff. And it was very niche, especially in the 2000s. But I got to know about it and try it out. Maybe like they try cosplaying, and there's this cool gothic new movie coming, right? And she like Jinx want to try it on, like maybe she want to cosplay as Emily, and I thought that'd be fun. Me showing references. What is this image? Oh my god, I'm sorry, my friend is sharing like a weird reference image from Pinterest. What have they been saving? Why is there images like actual Farlands images? Like, what are these mean? Gang stalking? Alright, I guess you're on the wrong side of Pinterest, bro. Like what's going on? What the hell have you been saving, bro? Okay, that was a weird animation that I just saw. Alright. Yeah, I think that's the other further idea that I got. Like, literally just in a cosplay, not real outfit that is kind of somewhat of a similar to a bride dress that got like Kid Flash thinking way too far. It was like a costume. I thought that'd be fun. I didn't think anything. I didn't think that far yet. Like as in like an actual wedding family thing. Because I take these very slowly, very very slowly, like real life, you know. Wow, what are these weird things on my Instagram reels, bro? Ugh. Whose idea was this? Whatever. Anyway. What the hell was Instagram Reels? What the hell was Instagram? Alright, let's listen. I legit at some point before I got into Instagram, I thought people were like exaggerating about like how weird people of Instagram are. They're not exaggerating. In fact, they are severely underestimating. Weirder than I thought. And they're very annoying. More annoying than I thought. I thought only people on Twitter are annoying. It's drifting, it's drifting. Oh. Okay. Base color. I gotta lock in, and also it's already like 12 a.m. I have work tomorrow. There's like tomorrow is like work, but also the next day after that it's like a national holiday. So it's like a one of those days where it's like, why can't like the holiday be literally tomorrow, or have like another like the day off in between the in the weekend and the national holiday day, so we have like a longer weekend. I wish we have like a. Don't have that many. It's month. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, it's so. These colors are temporary. It will not look the same at the final. These are placeholder colors. Ah. Okay. As in the end. What would the other Titan's reaction would be? If I just got back together. I'm pretty sure they're relieved. You know. Longer mope. There's nothing worse than like a couple with problems. Because, oh great, it's gonna bleed other things. But I think with specifically with my AU, it's like that familial, that pseudo family bond is like more pushed, so it's really a bit in. Because you know how it is with like canon DC stuff, like mainline or Elseworlds, they always have this like Titans always have these personal problems with each other. They always have like these, which is realistic. You know, not all groups are like closely knit, but and they usually like, oh, the person probably stabbed this one guy in the back or what. But I kind of don't want that with 3 Titans. It's clear, like it's like about acceptance and family. That message. Clear? All right. Dark. These are these are like temporary colors. Yeah, temporary. No. Temporary colors. I repeat, temporary colors. Let's try this brush. I've been staring for that week. 2 hours. Brush. There are temporary colors. I repeat, temporary colors. All right. Well, you know, this is the stuff that I will finish later. I mean, as in right now, but just like off stream. But like, yeah. Thanks for watching the stream. I'm gonna like finish this in one go. Hopefully, I can post it right after before morning comes. And I'll see you next week. Yeah, thanks. These colors, this color is not. It's not final. I will change it. It will look different later. This is just like a placeholder color that I will replace. Can't see it, but it's like per layer. It's like a different, you know, different colors, different layers. So I can like change them depending on the palette I'm looking for. But yeah, that's all for today's stream. It's been like 2 hours or so. Thanks for stopping by, anyone who does. And I hope you guys are having a nice weekend. It's already Monday where I'm at. It's already like 1 a.m. on Monday. So yeah, I'm gonna like try to finish this as quick as possible and then go to bed. But like, yeah, thanks again for stopping by. I'll see you next week as usual. With the I see you like next week Sundays as usual. Maybe Sunday or maybe like Saturday. I'm not sure because next week there's like a Monday. There's like something that I have to do. Which is like I had to like write a paper or something. Yeah, they switch slow to look bad luck shenanigans. That's funny. Like the reverse the reverse wedding thing. Like with the bride wears a suit, and I think I saw like an image of that and it's very funny, very cute. But anyway, I'm ending stream right now. But thanks for sharing your ideas and stuff. Hi Monstrosity. You missed the stream. I'm about to end the stream. Hi, I hope you're having a nice weekend though. Maybe you can like join in next time because it's already 1 a.m. where I am at, and I have work on Monday. So yeah, you can just rewatch the stream and to see what I was drawing. This is what I was drawing, but yeah, I'm gonna finish this off stream. But I hope you're having a nice weekend. It's already 1 a.m. where I'm at on a weekday. So yeah, I'll see you next week on Sunday. Usually around the same hours, but who knows. Anyway, take care, everyone. Having a nice day. See ya. You too, Spinny, Monstrosity, Lapin, everyone. You're having a nice way. Thank you. Have you can. Yeah, you too.